Hello again, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Like I said last time, I'm starting with the Aurum Vale. Let's do this. You're very likely for someone to quit. You're also very likely for someone to say, oh no. It's actually one of my favorite dungeons. It's like the last true test of the lower level gear before you start getting gear that just gets outrageously powerful. Okay, I'll take silence. I'll take silence. Uh-oh. This is mucho bad. The bard got all the hate. I'm boned. With this room, it's a good idea to not try to like press directly forward. You want to hug the left wall or the right wall and sort of pick stuff out of the middle as you go if you're intending to kill everything. If you don't want to kill everything, just hug the left wall. But it's not the end of the world if you like. It's actually really common. You don't want to stand in the golden puddles either, because those are noxious and they kill you. They melt your skin and burn your lungs. Labored leap of these nether nixes, instead of knocking you back, it just deals like 3,000 damage. So if you're a DPS, you really don't want to get caught in it. If you're a tank, you still don't want to get caught in it. Looks like I better start using Doomstrike here. Alright, here we are at the first boss. For whatever reason it's called Locksmith. And just like that person saying, we eat fruit at 2 stacks. Although you could honestly push it out to 3. Basically, we're all gonna get a gold Bile debuff that it's basically a really intense poison dodge. And once it gets up to 2 stacks, it starts dealing, is that gold lung? That's it. Once it gets up to 2 stacks, it's gonna start ticking for probably like 200 to 300 damage. That's okay. Have mine be offset. I don't know why they either went over there. They're lost on where they should be. Kind of a dick move on my part, maybe. Or no, it might have looked like that, but offsetting your fruit can sometimes prevent people from all trying to eat the same fruit. This boss is ultimately a healer check for them. And in Aurum Vale, you get this item level 49 stuff. It's basically almost as good, and arguably some of it's better than the AF pieces they give you. But it would require multiple runs of the dungeon to get it, and also you'd have to look out on getting the right ethereal substats, whatever. And it would still have lower main stats, so it's like one of those, like, yes, it's better, but sort of situations, like, it's not really worth it. Although if I could get like a ethereal body piece from here, that would be more than welcome, because they don't let you have your AF body piece until 50 when you complete the 50 job quest. Kind of a dick move. But, I mean, it's to give you more of a satisfaction, you know, the idea that you want that body piece to, you know, keep going, you know. Ooh, minion. Haven't seen that guy in a while. It's actually really common, though. I feel like they should do a minor buff to Dragoon and make Spine Shatter dive 30 seconds in addition to jump. Especially since they altered Spine Shatter dive to not trigger giving you Mirage dive later on. This is like some later gameplay talk, like level 70 gameplay talk, but it's like, you took away its stun, it's weaker than jump. Why does it have to have double the cooldown? Like, that makes no sense to me. But, oh well. So as for the tick situation that you may have heard me mumble through earlier, the previous videos, it's been solved. We found some ticks on my dogs and got them off and rubbed, and I don't know why this tank is just facing it towards us. Real dick move on their part. And they're not dodging the swipe either. You can dodge the swipe. Everything a Cyclops can do, you can dodge. There you go. The Cyclops is stunnable. And this is one of the few bosses in the game that actually resets its enemy table. Whenever it says that the coin counter takes a moment to reconsider. They're smart enough to know that they're being duped by the tank. Done that. Whenever it holds the club in two hands and it turns from being swiped to swing, there's no bueno, you need to get away. Because 100-ton swing, it will deal like 4,000 damage or something like that. It's ridiculous. If you're melee defense and you get hit by it, you're pretty much dead unless you had a shield from a healer. There's a tank body and tank gloves. Aww. Oh, maybe we'll win them for the seals. That would be nice. Healer likes to get hit by stuff. It's okay. I like to get hit by stuff when I play healer too. I remember when I was healing Ruby Weapon Extreme, it was like, I went in with the minimum I-470 or whatever, and it's like, you take a hit from anything in there at that, the minimum, on healer, and you'll die. Like, oh, it felt so bad. It felt so bad. Did get the group I was in through it though. But first they broke and reformulated because we like wiped. We got through the first phase in one try, and then we wiped to meteors and the nail ads. Like, over and over. It was less than pleasant. Oh man, it's really windy outside. Tree branch just smacked the window. Sheesh. Now, it's more EXP to let the seedlings hatch. So if you're just here for EXP, like, you should let everything hatch. Because if you're here just for EXP, you should already know what you're doing. And, I mean, these little guys, it's not like they hit all that hard or anything. It's just you can get overwhelmed if you're not really expecting to deal with them. But if you don't think you can deal with them, just break the eggs as quickly as possible. Late-term abortion and all that. Aurum Vale is actually a very straightforward dungeon. And I think it's the first dungeon to really feature gates that open automatically when you've killed all the stuff that the dungeon requires you to kill. Like, watch. Those vines? Yeah, you can't just like run past everything. You have to kill. And I don't know if it was always that way. Ooh, look, finally a ring upgrade. I've been jonesing for one of those. Where'd the tank go? Oh, the tank is disconnecting. or something. They're pointing a Morbull towards the group. Like, it's gonna do bad breath, and then, like, watch. Like, why would you do such a thing? There you go. Connection issues abound. Now the debuff from this boss, it works way differently than the first boss. Instead of being a prolonged poison, it's like a burr, it's like a thorn that's placing thorns into our skin. So every time it does that move, the damage goes up, and it's physical. So like 1 stack, and it'll do 500. 2 stacks, it'll do 1,000. 3 stacks, it'll do, you know, like 1,800. Like, it just keeps going up and up and up. So on this boss, it's actually a better idea to eat at 3 stacks, because, you know, it'll be okay, right? Like, alright, see, this time it's going to do like 1,300. Watch. Or without, whatever. No, I had a shield, so that shield was 300, so yeah, there we go. Then this boss also tries to summon ads, but they come out in the form of eggs. The ads don't give experience points, so don't let them hatch. If you do let them hatch, it's bad because every time they strike, they put thorns into your body, which, you know, like if it's the healer, if it's anyone else, right, like, they also explode into thorns if you kill them if they're hatched, so. This tank must be having a real hard time with their connection. They are getting hit by like every single bad breath. I have never seen someone get hit by so much bad breath. What the heck, tank? What are you doing? Yeah, they're having a hard time with their connection. Like, what they're seeing on their screen must be completely different. Ah, the Morbull. Another staple creature from Final Fantasy. Although the closest you get to a Morbull in Final Fantasy I is like a River Ochu or whatever. I'll calm the tank, or the healer. Okay, definitely the healer. So that could have gone better, but it could have been a lot worse, so it's not too bad. At this point in the main story, you definitely want to go ahead and no holds barred, get as much EXP as possible, because the story is gonna do a monumental jump after you fight Garuda. Like, I think it's only level 44 to fight Garuda, but after you fight Garuda, the next main storyline quest is like, you should be level 47. And then after that quest, it's like, you should be level 49. And then after that quest, there's like one more level 49 quest, and it's all level 50 after that. So it's like, you might as well just power on through. And I don't think, did I do my leveling roulette today? I did not. So might as well queue for that. I'm going to queue for it while doing these quests. See if I can get into something. It's always good to get a refresher course on any of the dungeons. We've now unlocked and performed every dungeon up to the level 50 dungeons. So we have all of the base game leveling dungeons available. The way they handled the game basically was they didn't know that 2.0 was going to do as well as it did. So they just planned to have a level 50 end game, and they started making end game dungeons at level 50 that didn't give any EXP and didn't give any rewards other than the gear and the tomestones you could get out of them. And they gave us 3 new dungeons every major patch. So it was like 3 new dungeons like every 3 months. So like starting at 2.1, and at 2.1 they gave us Greyflock's Long Stop hard mode. They gave us Pharaoh Sirius. They gave us Copper Bell hard mode. Everyone was amazed. The dungeons were a hit. Everyone hated Pharaoh Sirius because it was too difficult. They begged and begged and begged for them to nerf it. They nerfed it by the next major patch, which kind of sucked. They didn't nerf it like tremendously, but they nerfed it enough that you could tell. And then after Pharaoh Sirius, they added in, let's see, I guess Halatali hard mode. Wait, am I remembering wrong? I might be remembering wrong. We might have gotten Halatali hard mode and Brayflock's Long Stop hard mode next. Let's see. Then there was Snowcloak. Oh, it's been so long. Hockey Manor hard mode. Let's see, I think the only ones, let's see, they did Sastasha hard mode, Temptira Deepcroft hard mode, Copperbell's Mines hard mode, Halatali hard mode. No hard mode for Thousand Ma Totorak, thank God. Hockey Manor hard mode, Brayflock's Long Stop hard mode. No hard mode for well, no, actually, Sunken Temple of Karn got a hard mode as well. No hard mode for Cutter's Cry. Stone Vigil hard mode at some point. No hard mode for Dismail Darkhold, and no hard mode for Aurum Vale. But there was a hard mode for Wanderer's Palace. Alright, that's a nice juicy ring upgrade finally. Could really stand to upgrade my accessories, but there's some decent accessories you can get from Grand Company. Like I think there's a ring, some earrings, maybe some bracelets that you can get that are like +4. But they cost seals, and you know, we're saving those up for promotion. Breach of Barrier, huh? Clyde is a simple man. He doesn't have time for all this scholarly bullshit. Isles of Umbra, huh? Okay. I can go to Aleport. Sir, I have no interest in being the butt of your jokes, so if you've no other reason for addressing me, kindly leave me. Well, I'll be damned. Professor Lambertine did send you. Beg your pardon. It seems we got off on the wrong foot. Man, all these scholarly types are just sort of assholes. Question the Yellow Jackets of Alport. Oh, man. Lame. Quaneb, huh? So she's scared of ghosts. Okay. I mean, pirates are a superstitious lot, and these are all ex-pirates, right? So, stands to reason that they're scared of ghosts. There's that winged mermaid again. Are you drunk or just crazy? Nothing but death, death, and more death. Okay. Well, he's got a cool looking armor on. Too bad he's a midget. Are they screwing us over with the Z-axis again? I'll be damned. They sure are. Hey, look, it's a seawall. Alza Gamilza? Oakley dokley. Oh, report to Sienna. Dang it. I don't want to report to Sienna. I want to stay home and bake cookies with you. The main storyline quest just can't resist making us run back and forth between two spots that are far away to pad the game time. I wonder how many ships that seawall's actually stopped. So he's lucid enough to tell me to give a feather? Golden feather. It reflects light as it were actually made of gold. Huh. Favorite bar winch. That's the bastard who grabbed my arse the other day at the pub. How much you want to bet with a name like Mimi Doa that it's a Lalafell? Oh look, it's a Lalafell. He's got a mustache. How many times am I gonna have to go to Sienna? Speak with the ferry skipper. Are we gonna go on a 3-hour tour? A 3-hour tour. She got spooked. I do believe in spooks. I do believe in spooks. Okay, so he'll go get the crystal for us as long as we check out this undead situation. Oh, there's our leveling roulette. Let's hope we get something good. Like, oh, I don't know. Another Aurum Vale? Teehee. Oh, sunken temple car. This is acceptable. By the way, whenever doing your leveling roulette, don't stress out about it if you get a low-level dungeon. The higher the difference between your level and the dungeon that you get for your leveling roulette, the more the leveling bonus will be. I turned down the game sound effects to about 85, and other party members down to about 80. So hopefully I'm not being drowned out just speaking at a normal volume level, but I haven't really been checking my recordings because uploading takes so long, and I actually really been enjoying playing, so I just keep hammering these out. Bad practice, I know. It's a shame that unless we get accessories or a belt or something, we're not going to get any upgrades from this dungeon. But maybe we can get stuff to trade in for seals. Seals are always not. Always the thing you could be getting. Oh, heavy steel spear. I'll take that. Mainly because I can. I'm not usually so ruthless in needing, but I want to take it so I can turn it into seals. The faster I get second lieutenant, the better. After we make second lieutenant, we won't be able to rank up for a while, because to rank up from second lieutenant, you have to recruit squadron members and get them up to level 40, and they have to beat the level 40 squadron mission or whatever, and that takes a while. Lag. Guard's not killing me yet. There we go. Yeah, I'll be okay. It's one of those situations where it would actually be better if the tank didn't pick up both things. Because these things are so weak that, you know, dude, you need to get them on. One of them onto the... I can't tell which one's on the platform anymore. Well, it wasn't that one. They're both... And watch this. He's gonna push this one off. Okay, it's got intercepted. Okay, yes. You know, some people think that being a tank is like, oh, being a tank is all about controlling monster positioning and stuff. And it's like, no, anyone can do that if they had hate. Like, that's not... I mean, knowing how to position stuff definitely helps being a good tank, but it's not required at all. You can pretty much always work around the bad placement that a tank gives you, unless it's like some really high-end fight where, like, you know, if the tank doesn't have the boss at this spot at exactly this moment, everyone dies. And the number of times that I can think that that actually happens, even in Savage, is just like, it's like really, really low. It's just usually, you know, people like optimal positioning leads to optimal damage dealing, and that's why it's important. But like on a conceptual level, not really that important. We were in Aurum Vale for like 25 minutes, right? Then it took like what, like 10, 15 minutes to queue into this. So we've been in here for 10 minutes. I got like 10 minutes left on the recording, 10 to 15 minutes left on the recording. I won't be able to send obliterate. I don't think. Ah, thank you, elusive jump. Come on, Fritz. Yay. Sunken Temple of Karn. Get him on the pad. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Another reason to not show off stuff that I've already shown is because I don't have any other experiences to tell you about it. Like I pretty much talk about everything the first time I go through. Of course, that might just be an excuse for me to be lazy. I still think these feral croc things are like they're simultaneously really cool, but also like really strange. Like, is there any creature like that in real life that opens its mouth in 3 different directions or whatever, or 2 different directions? It's like they open it, you know, up and down like a normal croc, but then like the top of their mouth like opens sideways. What the hell, man? The flame of magic. Someone pressed the wrong button. Now we can't get the treasure trove. Sad times. Yeah, well. Wouldn't be the first time somebody screwed it up. I know for a while I didn't understand how you were supposed to know. It's like at the beginning of the dungeon, there's a you know a stone edifice or whatever that has the symbols of the flame and the fruit on it, and it looks exactly like the stone there at the end once you put the flame and the fruit on it. So you're supposed to put two and two together and remember. The way I like to remember it is just burn knowledge, right? Like you burn knowledge. That's it. Alternatively, fire freeze also is a pretty good mnemonic. Yeah, I'm not paralyzed, but I seem to be struck by you. I wanna make you because you're standing still. Just what your eyes can do. It crumbles, pass right through me on my way to you. So imagine the animation lock for the limit break 1. But imagine it like half a second faster every time you use the jump. Because that's what jump used to be like. Yeah, calm the bard. Hey look, the bard gets a bow, the bard gets a bow. The bard gets a bow upgrade, yeah, 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 yeah. Good job, Bard. No comms for the Dragoon, of course. Not even after that sweet elusive jump into leg sweep on the second boss, preventing all that damage. 'Tis the life of a melee DPS to go underappreciated. Let's see. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks. Okay, these guys drunk. Dead people just shambling about without a care in the world, except when they do seem to care, that is, and start